Hey guys, welcome to my channel once again. I am here because I'm excited to present my new air rifle. This one arrived about 2 weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, spring break. I ordered it and it came really quick. So as soon as I ordered it, I knew that I was going to be making some mods for it. I want to show you my latest mod. It's an aesthetic mod. So as you know, this is it has a synthetic stock. So it's a very nice gun. I think it looks pretty cool. If you want to keep it that way, it's pretty cool. I wanted to create something that would change the look completely, make it a little more tactical. You know, there are already other people that have made mods for this, but personally for me, I haven't really liked any of those. I think they're just, I don't know. There are already mods out there, so if you're looking for something different, then you know there's options out there. But this is my stock mod. Here it is. So, what do we have here? Well, this is Air Venturi Avenger. I completely redid the whole stock. I wanted to change it to something more, you know, like more of an AR platform. This is what I came out with after a couple of, you know, CAD drawings and some pictures, some reference photos. This is what I came out with. So what you're looking here is a three-piece set. You have the handrail, which is composed of two pieces. I don't know if you can see it from the camera here, but this is the base of the handrail, and this is the extension of the handrail here. And the reason I had to break it up in two was obviously for printing purposes. My X1 carbon 3D printer has a max limit of 256 Z height, and this tops out about 280, so it would be just a little bit too big to print there. I decided that, you know, breaking it in two pieces was the best way to go about. And honestly, it's not terrible. I mean, I wish it was one piece, but it's fine. So what you have here, like I said, is the two pieces. Under the two pieces, you have the barrel band here that comes stock with your Avenger. You're going to be reusing that. I just kept it. I think it's nice and it looks good. So I kept it. And under here, you have a 3D printed band that I modeled off this one, but only only goes around two of the barrels. So the two air cylinders at the bottom are banded together, and they also have the M5 threaded holes to secure there. So the gun itself is very secure. You know, it's not going to rotate. It's very nice and secure. Anyways, so the sides here are M-lock, standard M-locks, and the bottom has another M-lock. That's the handrail. The other part is obviously the lower here, the chassis. I'm gonna call this the Air Adventure. What the? Oh, I'm gonna be calling this the Air Venturi Chassis. I'm having some issues with eBay with my other lowers or chassis from the Nodos. They're being ridiculous. So I'm going to call this a chassis. I'm not going to call it a lower, but that's kind of what it is. You're getting the handrail and the lower. This is the standard Mil-spec buffer tube. You know, you can put whatever buffer you want on there. Now I got a little creative here, and I added, you know, a faux magazine cover. You know, if you want to go for the full cosplay, you know, there you go. You have the option. If not, you can just take it off. It snaps in there. You can just take it off and run it like this. If not, you know, I think it actually looks pretty nice like that, and it covers the regulator, as you can see down there. You know, it just snaps on. At this point, I'm going to offer this in just basically two colors. Either this desert sandish color and black. Here's a prototype that I printed in in carbon fiber PETG. The magazine here is just PLA. I just doing a fitting. I want to see how it, how tight I could make it. But anyways, this is the carbon fiber, so PETG carbon fiber. It's very, very nice. The finish is just amazing. It is a lot stronger too than just regular PLA and PLA plus. It's not as strong as say a nylon carbon fiber, but I think for this application, air rifle, I think it's more than adequate. So this, like I said, I will be offering in two flavors here when it comes to colors. Your desert and your black. So you can even mix, if you wanted the, the desert handrail and the black lower, then you can do that. I kind of like, the way it looks like this, but choices is always a good thing. The great thing about this platform too, and the way this all goes together, is that you're reusing all your nuts and bolts. These two here and these two here, these are the original ones that hold the wooden or the synthetic stock on there. You're going to reuse the bottom bolt down here. That one secures the block to the lower, and there is one additional piece of hardware you will need, but I'm going to provide that for you, and it's another M5 that holds the back of the block here. You need to secure that bolt first before you can assemble it completely. So you put this bolt in here, you tighten it down, and then you put another bolt, this other bolt here. The handrail guard is independent, so you can put that after. If you'd like to purchase it, you can direct message me here on YouTube. You can also look for me on Instagram. I have the same handle there. I'm also on eBay. Now the issue with eBay is that I have several strikes already because of my other mods for the noodles. And if I get, I think, any additional ones I won't be allowed to sell anymore. So I'm being very cautious before I put it on there. I'm currently appealing the ban on my noodles lower. They claim it's for a firearm, which is ridiculous. But so I'm waiting to hear back from that. If they don't remove the ban, then I'm gonna have to relist the notice lower. Make sure I follow everything to a T, which I thought I was already, but I'm gonna have to redo that. Anyways, but so if you follow my handle here and on eBay, it's the same handle. You can reach out if you like that one. You can always reach out here, and I can. You can always purchase it directly from me, which I prefer. I use PayPal. If you want, you can use PayPal. I use PayPal. That is the majority of how I do my transactions. I use PayPal to do shipping. So if you direct message me, and shipping for my notice lower and my charging lever and handle has been roughly $5 something. It fluctuates depending on your location. But I think it goes, I think the highest I had to pay was about, or the buyers had to pay was about $8, maybe not. Sorry, take that back. The highest I've seen people pay is about $6, and the average is about $5 something, $5 and some cents. So, anyways, this is what I've been working on for the last couple of days. I'm very excited. I think it looks great. I haven't even shot this. I was so excited when I got it that as soon as I got it, I just took it apart, started taking measurements, and doing the blocks, so that I could CAD it up, put it on CAD and design this. I'm pretty proud of how it came out to be. So, anyways, like I said, if you like it, hit me up. Anyways, thank you. There'll be another video following up. I'm gonna do a little quick teardown. I'm gonna show you the installation process. Fairly easy, straightforward. So that's pretty much it. That's an overview of the kit here. I'm gonna offer it in this color and black, and that's it. I'm just gonna sell both the lower in black and the handrail in black, and both parts are gonna be PETG carbon fiber. And that's just a little bit more expensive. It's not super more expensive, but it is more expensive than just your regular PLA. So I'm looking at I'm looking at this kit takes a lot of hours to print. The lower takes over 5 hours, and the handrail takes, I think it takes 7 hours. So we're looking at a very long processing period. So anyways, I'm just gonna take you a quick 360 right now to kind of, let you kind of see. Anyway, so that's the rifle. If you have any questions, message me. Comments, like, subscribe, whatever. I absolutely love designing stuff. So I'm not sure what other project I have in the future. I definitely want to make this. The Avenger is very similar to the Origin, so I might get an Origin and make sure that it fits both the Origin and the Avenger. I'm not really 100% sure. I know there's a little bit of differences, even though they look very similar. I know there's a little bit of differences. So if you have an Origin and you like the kit, I plan to make it. If you want to help out, if you wanna be somebody that wants to help me design one for an Origin, you have an Origin. If you are willing to just remove all the barrels and send me the block, so I can take measurements and make sure that it's going to fit. And then for compensation, I'll give you a free kit and I will return your block. If there is another rifle out there that you're interested in a kit, or that you think would make there'll be a great gun base that you can make some parts for, reach out, hit me up. And like I said, if you want to be someone that helps me, collaborates with me, doing these mods, I can't offer you money compensation, but I can definitely offer you the finished product once it's done.